And on this walk, there is a beautiful, perfect blue sky above you with the fluffiest white clouds. And the sun is above your head, warming your heart and your body. It is the perfect day. If you could envision the most perfect day outside, maybe you like a warmer breeze. That warm breeze is touching your face. Chelsea, a few people are saying they can't get into the call. If we can check on that real quick, please. Thank you. And you're barefoot and you allow yourself to venture off the path. And you're feeling so supported walking on this warm, luscious, crispy grass. And you start realizing that as you look around, this place is very familiar. It smells familiar. It looks familiar. It sounds familiar. And you realize that you have stepped in to your childhood garden. As a little girl, you used to play here all the time. You used to be so creative and playful and free in the space. Allow your imagination to bring you back to this beautiful space. And you see butterflies floating around. You hear the birds chirping. A warm breeze is tickling your beautiful hair. And you pick the most shady place in the middle of this beautiful garden, and there's a beautiful willow tree waiting for you to come sit next to it. And as you lean back, feeling fully supported, the friendliest little bunny comes hopping along and sits right beside you. And it smiles up at you, and you realize that this is a bunny that you used to know. And because we are very imaginative and very creative and anything is possible, the bunny says, hello. And you say, hello. And you realize this was your childhood best friend. And he says, let's go to our favorite place. Do you want to go with me? And you say, of course. And so you start walking along on this beautiful path, and he brings you to a beautiful river. And the sound of the river is so soothing to your soul. And you feel so at home. You are drawn to this beautiful crystal water. With the sun hitting it, you see all of the diamonds reflecting back at you. And of course, you're drawn to go walk into the water because we are 70% water and we are drawn to beautiful living water. There's a reason you feel so at home when you're in the ocean, when you're in the lake, when you're in the river. And the bunny is waiting for you at the shore, and it says, look down, what do you see? And you look down in the reflection and you see yourself looking back at you. And the bunny says, do you remember when you were a little girl and you believed you were the most powerful princess? Do you remember when you were a little girl and you believed you were a magical mermaid? Do you remember when you were a little girl and you believed you were the most beautiful person on the planet and that you could do anything you wanted to, and that anything you imagined possible could become yours, and you had no fears and no limitations and no doubts about yourself? Do you remember that little girl that was so free and had so many big dreams and the most wild imagination and knew that she was going to create something special with her life? And you look down and you remember that person. You remember that brave little girl, that free little spirit, that magical princess. And you realize that over the years, you've allowed some situations, some people, some hardships, some traumas to steal some of that magic from your heart, from your soul, from your mind. And the bunny says, this water is so healing. This water is so magical. This water is alive. And every time that you take a swim in this beautiful river, you get back some of that magic that you were born with. And with those words, you decide to go all the way deep, your waist deep, your chest deep, your shoulder deep, and you submerge all the way under this beautiful water. And as you're floating at the bottom, you look around and you see beautiful fish, maybe a sweet little turtle, and you realize that you are at home and all of your magic starts coming back to you. It was there all along. You never lost it. You just had to start believing in it again. And as you come up out of that water, you realize that you are feeling refreshed, renewed, full of magic again, and ready to go back out into the world with your head held a little bit higher, your heart a little bit fuller, your breath a little bit deeper, with magic exuding from you. You say, "Thank you, Mr. Bunny, for reminding me that I am a goddess, that I am made of magic, that I am powerful, that I am so beautiful, and I am so worthy." Take a nice deep breath together. Inhale, exhale. Bring some movement back into our fingertips. Wiggle your toes, lick your lips. Gently open your eyes. And I hope in the moments that you are feeling like you've lost your magic, you can remember this special little bunny that will remind you you are so magical and powerful and capable of anything that you want. And that is tonight's theme. Next slide, please, Chelsea. Today's presentation is all about how water has changed our lives, how we have regained some of our magic, how we have aligned back with our purpose, we have found our flow. True beauty shines from the inside out. Doesn't matter how put together and beautiful or pristine you look on the outside, what really matters is how you feel about yourself on the inside. I have a tattoo that goes along my spine that says, "He called her beautiful and she believed him." And it's a reminder that when we are told we are beautiful, the true gift is if we believe it or not. So we hope today that you will increase in your belief in yourself, in your beauty, in your worth. And water is so important for finding our beauty and our flow because there is no element in nature that perfectly reflects ourselves greater than water. It's a total reflection of who we see ourselves as. When we drink this magical Kangen water that you guys are going to hear about today, you are able to boost your confidence, your energy, your mental clarity, and most importantly, your inner glow. So thank you so much for being here today. Next slide. So I want to invite a very special sister of mine. Her name is Gabriella. She is the person that has taught me so much of what I know about Kangen water, and her story is so remarkable and the transformation that she has been able to experience firsthand. And I cannot wait for you guys to hear from Gabby. So Gabby, thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Oh, thank you, sister. That was such a beautiful meditation. I know it was very touching and moving, and I appreciate you for reminding us of all those loving ways that we should love ourselves. And that's definitely something that I lacked a bit a few years ago when I was going through a season of adult acne. And as you guys can see here, I was dealing with a lot of redness and inflammation, cystic acne, and I was trying all these different skin products. Nothing was working or giving me positive results, and it was really weighing into my self-esteem. I didn't feel beautiful anymore. I didn't feel comfortable in my skin. I felt like I had to wear a lot of makeup to cover up, and even through the makeup, all of this continued to show, and I became shy. I lost my confidence. I felt embarrassed to go places and speak with people. So it was really very eye-opening for me of how powerful our appearance and skin can really play into our subconscious and our feelings and the ways that we interact in life. And if any of you can relate and have ever dealt with adult acne, then perhaps a little bit of what I went through. And I'm so grateful because about a year and a half ago, I was introduced to Kangen water, and I didn't even realize at the time the benefits that it would serve for my skin. I had invested in it mostly for preventative health. And it just so happened that as an amazing bonus and byproduct, it helped me to heal my skin. You can see the differences in my befores and afters. Now I feel comfortable without wearing makeup. My self-esteem has come back. I don't feel like I need to wear makeup to go places. I don't feel like people are staring at the big pimples on my face or the redness. And I just feel so much more comfortable in my skin. And of course, physical beauty is not everything, and it's really about how we feel within. But it's interesting how Louisa said that water serves as a very sacred reflection. And I experienced that on a very deep physical, emotional, and spiritual level when it came to my skin, especially because as I started to treat myself with the highest care by drinking the highest quality water, it was reflected through my skin, and my skin has healed, and that has led to so many amazing emotional benefits. So I'm very, very grateful to have been connected with this resource. And we can go ahead and go to the next slide, please, Chels. Thank you so much. So I want to introduce you all to an amazing friend, Chelsea. And it's really cool because we got to know each other through this Kangen community. And otherwise I wouldn't have met her. But we have, so many things in common. And she's amazingly knowledgeable about this water. She's been drinking it for 3 years now, so about twice the amount of time as I have. And it's also helped her skin, and beyond that, gut health issues that she was dealing with. So I'm very excited to introduce you all to her and share that she's actually been able to share about this water now as a full-time career for herself and connect everyone with this element that has been so healing for her. So Chelsea, welcome on.
Thank you so much. Awesome. So funny story, a lot of people are just now seeing this picture on the left of myself because I did not even know that it existed. I thought that I didn't have anything before because I was so embarrassed by this. I never took pictures of myself. So I actually found this deep in my camera roll today, and this is the first time that anyone's seen this before picture, but this is me in 2018. And so my story goes pretty far back, and it's a pretty deep one, and I really want to relate who this person was back then, because it's not the same girl that you're seeing right now. And so that being said, I am going to be 28 on Saturday, and I live in Louisiana right beside, thank you, it feels great. So I live right beside New Orleans in Louisiana. And so when I started this water, I found it randomly, and it was at a time though when this right here, what you're seeing on the left, is actually stress and depression and anxiety. And that is what I was going through in my life at the time. Really crazy story, but honestly, I was a mess, and I had so many health issues going on all at once, and I'll just kind of name it. But of course, it was that hormonal acne, which was the worst to try to cover, but I also had really bad digestive issues and colon issues, endometriosis, pain that I was experiencing that was out of this world. And I was always the case, and I say case, at the doctor, that I went to the doctor and they wanted to give me a pill for it, and I always had terrible side effects literally every single time, no matter what it was. And so that was just it. It was just, here, try this, and nothing ever worked for me. But more than anything, at this time specifically, I was going through depression and anxiety. And so that was really a reflection coming out from how I felt on the inside. And so that being said, I worked in the bartending industry for 6 years. If y'all know anything about New Orleans, it is a 24/7 party area. And so that being said, that's what it was. I quickly understood that in my profession of being in the service industry, but also I was an entertainer. I was into the arts. I was a dancer. I was an actor. I was into modeling, and I was a performer. So being in front of people and having my skin to be clear was pretty important. And on those times where it was like this and it was like makeup just wouldn't really cover it, it was super embarrassing. I just felt really low, but that wasn't the main reason why I felt low. I also dealt with a lot of sexual harassment in my life. This is the first time that I'm sharing this, so I'm sorry I get a little back. So I was told a lot, you are nothing but a sexual object. All you are is something pretty to look at. Over and over again, just about every day of my life. And I knew that wasn't me. That's not who I was. I'm getting so emotional, oh my gosh. Okay. So I knew within myself that that was not who I was. And I wanted to prove every person wrong who told me that. And it was really at that point in my life, I had to ask myself, what is my purpose? I have all these passions. I'm good at stuff. But what else is there? Is this really who I am? How people are telling me to be or who they think I am, that's not me. I was so much more. I wanted to do something that was really going to change people's life and make an impact in the world. I wanted to do something to make my family proud. I wanted to do something to make myself proud of me. And so that I would accept me for being me. And so this opportunity is so beautiful that all of you are here. Gosh dang. Because Gabrielle is right. I have been able to take this on, and this has given me purpose. This is what my life is about. This has made me feel so fulfilled in my life unlike anything I've ever done, ever. It's because we're truly helping people, and we're really making a worldwide movement all over the world, not just here. And so this call is so important. This is the first time we've ever done an all women's call. And I've never shared this story before because it's a sensitive subject, right? You matter. Your voice matters. Your vision matters. So however you see it fit, that's what you're here to do. That's what you're here to bring to this earth. And so I really encourage everyone to really ask yourself, what do I want to bring to this world? What is my vision? What do I want to do as me, not anyone else telling me who I should be? All right, so thank you so much. All right, so now I'm gonna get into this wonderful water, this presentation. So here we go. All right, so this company, you guys, has been around for 46 years, and this is out of Japan. This company is called Enagic, that makes this amazing technology. And yes, this is technology, it's not a filter, okay? So this is far beyond our years. So energy and magic makes Enagic, and that's why it's so special. So this machine is basically mimicking nature, this natural spring water that you hear about that people are healing from all over the world. And by the way, this does not cure, treat, any of that. Okay, this water does not cure anything, but our bodies heal themselves. So what happened was Enagic took that of what's happening in nature and recreated it into a machine that hooks right up to your tap water and produces 7 different types of pHs. Okay, and so the scientific term for this water is ERW, or electrolyzed reduced water. So we are worldwide, literally, and these are the places here you can see. So we get to help people all over, whether that's in Tokyo, Korea, or Russia, or Germany, or in Chicago, anywhere in the world. It's so beautiful. So that being said, this company has a lot of certifications that I highly recommend you. If you really want to go see the whole thing, go to enagic.com, down to the bottom, and you'll see all these up close. But what I want to highlight and what makes this machine so special, and this one only, is because the only ionizer on the planet that has an ISO 13485. And I highlighted this because down here it says design, manufacture, service, and distribution of electrolysis generators for medical use. So it's the only water you can fly out a plane with. You can even have a prescription from your doctor for this water if you'd like to. It's medical grade water. That's what sets it apart from anything, anywhere. Okay, it's so special. Love flying with the water. Yeah, so the K8, introducing this one. So it's a touch screen. It has 7 different types of highly bioavailable water. And so I'm going to kind of go through each one and explain why it's so different. So the special properties of this water. Cellular hydration. I'm sure you drink water and you felt full or bloated, disgusting. No, you'll never feel that way with this water. It's hydrating at a cellular level, and it's also detoxing our bodies. So that promotes weight loss because we're cleansing ourselves, we're flushing out. It's beautiful and it's constant no matter how many years. It's 24/7 doing that for us. It's full of antioxidants, which anti-age, anti-rust, anti-inflammation. And if you know anything about sickness or disease, it all leads to inflammation in the body. So you're flooding your body with antioxidants. You could not eat enough fruits and veggies in a day to equal 1 glass of Kangen water. That's how high it is in antioxidants. The alkalinity to bring our body back into balance. And no chemicals. It's all natural. All natural. It's pure science. And it's living. It's alive. It's electric. So this is living water versus dead water, which is what everything else is. And that's why, again, this technology is so special because it's mimicking nature. So it's using electricity. So it's living. And so if anyone's ever seen when someone first pours the Kangen water out, it's full of these tiny little bubbles in there. It looks so cool. It looks like a cloud. And that's what that is. It's alive. It's living. And something really, really special. So if you've also wondered about the depression side and the anxiety side, ADHD, OCD, our brain, we don't think about it, but this is the only water able to pass the blood-brain barrier, that our brain cells are 85% water. So this water is so amazing, and that's why in the first week of drinking this water, I had such a deep, it was just this crazy awakening that I had, some different connection that I've never felt before. But this water decalcifies, helps decalcify the pineal gland. And so that being said, I can't explain it honestly, and everyone has a different experience, but it's something special. I don't know even how to put words to it, honestly. But something happens and it's like a clarity that I just have never felt before. And so that's just what it is. What if, you know, these things that we're feeling, like that aggravatedness of even anxiety, you know, it's when we have a hydrated brain because we're mainly water beings and that's what we're literally made of, something else changes and things happen, and your brain is firing and wiring like it should because it's making the connections that it needs to make. So it's super beautiful. And again, I can't say everyone's experience is different, but this is something serious with that aggravation that we feel or that depression that we're feeling. And it really, really does come down to what's going on. How is our body able to function? And that's just what it is. We're water beings. We just forget. It's so weird. And it's not our fault, right? Like we're taught that the earth is 70% water, our bodies are 70%, but it's kind of left there. So we're putting the body back into alignment, back into balance. That's all it is. And so Kangen in Japanese means returning to origin, returning our bodies back to its natural state and to a state of homeostasis where, again, it's not the water, okay? It's your body healing itself. And I think we forgot how marvelous this being is. We really have. And it's so funny, but my friend Alicia actually the other day was talking to me about this, and it really did click for me. But she's like, you know, it's kind of funny where we're so sick all the time. We feel so bad that becomes our normal. And then we forget what it's like to just feel good. And it's almost like it's foreign to us. And we forget that our bodies are able to heal themselves and put themselves into that alignment. But we are so toxic and full of all these acidic waste. All this other stuff that we're drinking is so acidic and just toxic. Our bodies can't heal themselves like they used to. And so that's all it is. It's so, so, so simple, super simple. We just, and your body knows, it knows. So I'm going to hop into a few different uses and explain the other waters on the machine. So there's 3 drinking waters, but there's also 3 other waters. So the 2.5, this is a highly acidic water. It's called hypochlorous acid. Okay, and this kills more bacteria and viruses than bleach, but it's completely safe to use on skin and even near eyes in an infection like pink eye. So the 2.5 is actually the whole reason why this was a certified medical device in the first place. So it's approved as a medical disinfectant and sterilizer because of its ability to rapidly destroy bacteria, fungus, and viral pathogens. This is big. This is so big because literally we have a machine that is producing this 24/7 for us. Water and all of it. We have to think about that. This is so special. This is what they use in hospitals in Japan to sterilize surgical equipment with. So uses for us, hand sanitizer. It's part of the acne treatment that we have, or acne protocol. Sore throat, you can gargle with it, helps so much. Pink eye for wounds, and also replace a Lysol. So no more chemicals. You're going green, and it just feels super good. And it really, really does kill E. coli, staph, MRSA, bacteria, viruses in 30 seconds. And it's just water. It's pretty cool. Beauty water. So that's what we're highlighting on today is skin, of course. So this is the exact pH of your skin and your hair. So we use this as a toner. Ladies, when we put our makeup on beforehand, I just spray it all over. I'd never buy that again. And again, there's no chemicals. Just no chemicals. That's great. A glass cleaner, plants love it. For eczema, psoriasis, and even boiling your pasta won't stick together. So there's literally a water for everything, literally. All right, and then the 11.5 water. So this is one of our favorites as well. So this one right here is able to clean our foods, our fruits, our vegetables. We soak it in there. It's disgusting what comes off. The colors, the taste is just, it's crazy difference. And you can even do it side by side and try it yourself. So that being said, it emulsifies oil and grease. So it's a great degreaser. It's a great stain remover, removes makeup as well. So that's what that is. A laundry detergent, and also helps reduce inflammation for waxing. I bring my water when I get my eyebrows waxed because I can't do the oil that's put on there. It makes me break out every single time. So I bring this with me and I say thank you, but no thank you. And then I'm gonna just hold it on there for 30 seconds. I swear the redness goes down. I don't itch. I'm good to go. I'm ready to roll. So it's super easy. It's just like awesome. All right, so next I'm going to bring in Gabriella again, and she's going to go over a few of her protocols for her skincare and really go into detail of what she does and the process that she uses.
Thank you, Chelsea, and thank you so much for sharing about your personal journey. It's so appreciated, and we honor you. So yes, since this is about glowing from within and natural skincare, it's amazing because like I told you guys, I tried so many natural products and skincare products. I probably spent hundreds of dollars attempting to help heal my skin. And it makes it so simple when you have this one technology that you can drink this water, you can use this water for your skincare, and like Chelsea shared, so much beyond. So in regards to skincare, you see here all the different uses that there are for it. And Dr. Peggy Parker is an amazing woman who helped to pave the path upon this and shared a lot of water protocols. There's actually over 60 different ways that you can use this water and technology. So as you see, first aid, you can help your eczema, psoriasis, sunburn, cuts and scrapes, burns, diaper rashes, cold sores, nail fungus, and even use it as a natural mouthwash, and it will help your gum health. So it's amazing all the different uses and how you can bring so many natural elements into your life and not have to depend on so many different products. So for the skin, when I'm washing my face, I go through a general 3-step process. If any of you can relate and have oily skin like myself, the 11.5 has really been a game changer for me because it helps to remove oil from produce, but also from our skin. So it's amazing. So after a long day, especially in the Florida heat and humidity, I'm able to wipe off so much of that from my day using the 11.5. And I fill it here in a little glass bottle, and I just spray onto a reusable cotton pad, and I remove any dirt and also makeup. So you also don't need a makeup remover anymore. This will naturally help to take off your makeup and act as a degreaser. Then I follow it up with the 2.5 strong acidic water to disinfect and tighten my pores. And I also use it as a really nice spot treatment. So when I do feel or see a pimple coming on, especially around that monthly cycle time, I take my 2.5 and I dab it on, and it's amazing how quickly it helps to diminish anything that's coming up. And it can also help to restore our skin. Then there's the beauty water, our natural toner, as Chelsea was mentioning. And it's amazing because it's that final finishing touch to help rebalance the skin. If you've ever used rose water and put that on, that's how I feel using this beauty water. And it just, you can spray it all over your face, upon yourself, and it's the same exact pH as our skin. So it works very complementary. So I want to also share that as our skin, it's much more than just our face, right? Our skin is our largest organ. This is the first line of defense that protects our internal systems while also being the most absorbent organ of our body. All of our pores are like millions of mouths to our body, ingesting anything that we put on it. So when we are thinking about taking a shower, if you are taking a shower without a filter, that leaves you susceptible to everything that is within the tap water, which sadly is a lot of contaminants. And there's a way that you can look to see what exactly is in the water within your area of where you live. But most of what we see is a lot of chlorine, some heavy metals. So Enagic also realized that it's important that people drink quality water, and also that they have quality water to be able to shower and bathe with, because this is another essential element and way that we connect with water is in our showers. And we want to be giving our body the best through every avenue. So they created the Anespa, which is amazingly infused with hot lava mineral rocks that actually produce the many benefits of a thermal hot spring. So if you've ever traveled to certain places, like I know in Costa Rica, they have amazing natural hot springs, and it has so many therapeutic benefits. You go in, your muscles don't feel sore anymore, your skin feels amazing, it's moisturized. And for a lot of these places, you have to pay just for that short amount of time that you spend in the hot spring. Now, imagine being able to bring that into your own home and enjoy it whenever you like, for however long you would like. So I love this because it removes the chlorine and the other harmful contaminants, and then it also adds safe and moisturizing minerals that are healthy for our skin and hair. So it can help to promote more of that glow from within and support us beyond the drinking. And it really just gives you the ultimate home spa experience. I know that many people that have had this, they even can stop using moisturizer. And that's coming from an extreme of having very dry skin and having to get certain moisturizers. So I really appreciate that they took a lot of time and intention to create this shower unit. And it actually has stones that are taken directly from the Futamata Radium Hot Spring in Japan. So you are truly bringing the elements of a hot spring into your own home and being able to enjoy those benefits all the time. I also love just, want to share this thought as well. Shower meditations for anyone who, after a long day, water truly is just so cleansing and purifying when we drink it and when we are receiving it through our skin. So when you are in the shower and you've had perhaps a stressful or a heavy day, I invite you to consider connecting with the water and just envisioning that it is cleansing and purifying all your worries, all your stresses, and it's dropping, just falling down, down, down the drain. And when you exit that shower, you are a new woman. So I'm going to go ahead and invite Louisa back to share with us about, how our Kangen ionizer can replace so many different things.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Chelsea and Gabby, for sharing from such a beautiful heart space, being so vulnerable, being so knowledgeable, and being part of this change that we are creating that is a global change. And a lot of people think about Kangen machine, they think of it as a filter. But I want to share with you guys the moment that I knew it was my time, my divine time to invest in my Kangen machine. I was actually sitting on the beach, and some of you have heard this story, and I was going to take a picture of my hand holding my Fiji water bottle with the beach as a backdrop, similar to the picture that you guys are seeing on the screen. And I took the picture and I was about to post it as an Instagram story with the hashtag beach lover. And in that moment, God and I had a little bit of a conversation on the beach. And God said, "Are you really a beach lover? Because you're holding a plastic water bottle. Do you really care about the planet? Do you really care about the beach? Do you really care about this beautiful world that you are enjoying right now with your feet in the sand, with the palm trees behind me, that beautiful sun?" And in that moment, I was so convicted because I knew better. I knew better. And when we know better, we are called to do better. And so I knew in that moment it was time for me to stop buying plastic water bottles. Number one, it's dead acidic water that often is boiled and then poured into a plastic bottle that has been bleached on the inside and poured in. And then really what you're paying for is plastic. You're not really buying water. And a statistic that makes me so sad is that by 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. Put a 1 in the chat box if you are a beach lover. If you love the beach, the sand, the ocean, if you love traveling to tropical places, do you guys want to see beautiful scenes out in the water, or do you want to see islands of plastic floating around? Because that is the reality that we are walking towards if we choose to not make a change. There is no middle ground on this topic. Every plastic bottle that you buy, whether it's through your skincare, your laundry detergent, your household cleaners, all the different makeup and skincare that you buy, you are contributing to the problem. And instead, we can be part of the solution. Put a 2 in the chat box if you want to be part of the solution. If you want to heal our planet, if you want to heal the oceans, if you want to remove plastic, a plastic water bottle takes 450 years to decompose. And every bottle that you purchase will be on the planet in 450 years. I have become very committed to removing plastic from my home. I make my own laundry detergent with the 11.5 water. I make my own household cleaners with the 2.5. I've stopped buying skincare in the last few months, and I do the protocol that Gabriella shared so beautifully for us. I no longer buy a detangler for my girls' hair because I use lavender and the 11.5 water. And the list goes on and on and on. I've replaced so many things in my home. If you are interested in some of these recipes, we can connect after the call, or also you can go on Pinterest. There's so many recipes that you can make that are sustainable, that are eco-friendly, that are more effective, and you are detoxing your body of all these chemicals. The number one cause of disease today is toxic overload. In the last 40 years, 50,000 new chemicals have been introduced into our home through the processed foods, through our skincare, through our sunscreen, through our household cleaners, through our candles, through Febreze sprays. Our body deserves to breathe clean air, drink clean water, and we need to be putting things in our body that are going to help our body thrive and not hold it back from breathing and living to its fullest potential. So in my opinion, one of the best reasons to invest in Kangen water is that you get to partner with us and other people to bring solution to our planet and eliminate plastic once and for all. So next slide. Okay, wow, seeing that picture on the big screen is this is a little bit of a vulnerable moment for me. If you are my good friend, you know that I did not want to share this picture. I did not want to tell this story. a few months ago, I decided that I was going to drink Kangen water for 30 days. The reason I chose to do this prolonged fast is because there was a girl that I used to know, and she was quite scared and she was quite lost. She was addicted to many different things that were not serving her. She was very hurt. She was heartbroken. She lacked self love. She was extremely dehydrated. She was confused about her purpose in life, and she was codependent in so many different ways. If you met me and knew me then, you would have probably thought I was happy. You probably thought I was healthy. You probably thought I had it all together. But the truth of the matter is, when it was just me, myself, and I was very unhappy. And in order to go through a true transformation, we have to be willing to sacrifice some things and make room for something new. And so I decided the first day that I got my Kangen machine, I was going to enter into a prolonged fast and only drink Kangen water for 30 days. So I didn't eat anything, and I dove deep into this mission to find myself, to love myself, to heal myself, because I planted this small little tiny seed. And I'm so grateful that the seed that I planted into this mission with Kangen water turned out to be the most beautiful, abundant tree that I have ever planted. And when I planted that seed, I had fears, I had doubts, I had insecurities. There was a financial investment. But once I started drinking this water, I realized that I finally had found myself, because water is the best reflection for ourselves. And the type of water that you drink and you choose for yourself is a reflection in your self-love. And for the first time in a long time, I had done something that I finally could say I was doing for myself, because I was starting to love myself. And every day that I drank the water, I felt more alive and more hydrated and less inflammation. And I was sleeping better, and my anxiety was going away. And then I started losing weight, and my skin started transforming, and people started noticing a difference. And as people started boosting my confidence and encouraging me, I started to gain confidence, and I started to find myself, and I started piecing together more and more happy days. And I looked in the mirror and I started to see a small glow come from the inside out, and I started feeling healthy. And I started aligning with people that were good for me and were healthy and encouraged me to continue on this path of healing. And I started thriving, and I was so hydrated. And I don't just mean on a cellular level, I was hydrated spiritually and energetically and mentally. I felt whole, and I finally realized that I was enough. And that was the greatest lesson. I tell people all the time that my water is my best friend, because for 40 days, the only thing that sustained me, that was consistent, that was there for me every single day, that listened to my tears, celebrated my joys, gave me energy when I was hungry, helped me sleep through the night when I was starving, that showed up for me when I wanted to give up, was my Kangen water. And if water is a reflection of who we are, when I look at my beautiful Kangen water every single morning and I see that hydrogen floating around and that beautiful cloud looking back at me, I can say confidently that I know I am so beautiful, I am so whole, I am so hydrated, I am thriving, I am electric, and I have a moral obligation to share this with women who also can look at some of the adjectives on the left. You might be feeling scared, lost, addicted, hurting, lacking self-love, dehydrated, confused, codependent. This is not a life sentence. You are not stuck. As Chelsea said in the beginning, you deserve a beautiful vision. You were created for a purpose. You hold magic. And Enagic has been that beautiful vehicle for me to help me find myself. And so thank you so much for listening to my story. I hope it's inspired you. I hope it's brought you a little bit of life. And we're going to now grab our waters. If you brought water to the call tonight, if you can all grab your water. I want to encourage those of you who don't have the camera on to maybe consider turning on your camera, not for anyone else, but for yourself, because I really want you to look at yourself as you are saying some of these affirmations. This is not for anyone else. This is not for your partner. This is not for your friend, not your upline. This is for you. So if you are feeling brave today, can you please turn on your camera so that you can see your beautiful face? I want you to grab your water, hold it in your strong, powerful, magical hands. And we're going to say some affirmations together over our water. This is living water, and you can program this water. You can set your intentionality in this water, and that is what you will be absorbing as you drink this beautiful Kangen water. So here we go. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am worthy. I have unlimited power. I view myself through kind eyes. I have unique and special gifts. I deserve everything I desire. I am blessed. I accept myself fully. I love who I am on the inside and out. My life is so abundant. I radiate self-confidence. I love myself. And I love you guys too, so, so, so much. Salute. Let's all drink this beautiful water that we just spoke over. Cheers, sisters.
Amazing.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Drop some threes in the chat if you just loved this call and you want us to do this again next month. We're going to do a different topic every single month. And so I'm so, so happy. So really, this is the end of this call. So at this point, the extra perks of owning a Kangen machine, it is a tax write-off. You get to get involved into a health conscious community, empowering people through personal and mindset development. And big bonus, you can also get your machine for free with our referral program. So whoever invited you here today truly, truly cares about you. Truly, truly deeply cares about you. So go ahead. Did we record it? Yes, we did. We'll have the recording as well. So we would love for you to go ahead and get back with the person who sent you to this call and schedule a call with them so that you can discuss what you loved about this call and how to get your own Kangen machine and how to get it for free with our referral program. There's so many benefits to this. So we are so, so blessed that everyone came to this call. I mean, this is amazing. We've had what, 80 people, 83 people on this call. It's our first one we've ever done. So we are so blessed. Thank you so much, Louisa and Gabriella. Thank you everyone for being here. And that is it. And we will see y'all next time. Much love. Much love. Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Face.